Well, I thought I'd make a little recording of our new orchard. It was planted in November 2010 and some of the trees are just getting going now. If you're not really aware, I'll just give you a quick recap. This is a bit of a community orchard. Each tree was planted by a different family and each tree has its own little plaque on it. Here we go, covered in bird mark. That's typical of the first one I picked. Conference Pear Sharp family. And under each tree is a time capsule put there by the family. And this is a conference pear. You can just see one little conference pear just up there, just coming out. Well, the interesting thing is that this was funded by taxpayers. This is part of the higher level stewardship, putting back a traditional orchard that was already here and had died out. And you can see the last two remaining of the original old orchard are here, one there and one there, some old pear trees. But the rest of the trees died out sort of 20 years ago, and I got funding to put these back. This is my tree. I planted with my little boy Jack and my wife Sam. There we go. That's a russet. No, it's not. A Cox's orange pippin. Oh, I know that really, shouldn't I? Cox's orange pippin there. And we carry on up. I'll just have a quick walk round. It's not everyone's interest, but to me it's a big deal. This is one tree that's not doing that well. It's a pear tree. I don't know what's caused it, but some of the branches died off earlier in the year. And I treated it with some fungal stuff and they've sort of shriveled up, but there are new shoots coming through. You can just see one there. So I'm hoping that's going to be okay. The rest of the trees, I replaced a few because they died in the drought conditions of when I first planted this. But the rest of the trees are doing pretty well now. Here's a Victoria plum. And you can just see there, bearing in mind this tree's only 4 years old, it's got some nice plums on it now. There we go, blowing in the wind. It's a very windy day, so it's probably playing havoc with the mic on here. You can just see some more plums there, lovely. We're coming on up now. I do like walking out here. It's quite a relaxing place to be and it's quite satisfying to come out and see these trees growing. Now this is a damson, and again you can see some damsons coming on there. Just starting to form. They're quite big now, so it won't be long before they're ripe. I mean, I don't really expect to get any fruit from this orchard for another 4 or 5 years really, not any decent cropping, because these are only very young immature trees really. So actually finding some fruit on any of them is quite surprising. All I'm really worried about at the moment is just getting the trees into a decent size. Here's one here that actually the cows ate off. And it's doing really well now. One of the cows lifted its head up and got underneath here and walked in, and the rails fell behind it and it was trapped in there for a couple of hours and it ate the tree off. It's actually doing really well now. I'm not going to walk right to the end, but you get the general idea. A nice little project for me, and good for the environment. Because basically the reason for it to be funded was that these old traditional orchards are completely different from a modern fruit farm in the fact that the trees are large, well spaced apart, not intensively managed, and they provide quite an important habitat. I mean, just that tree, that one that's looking like it's dying, is the woodpeckers love that. But yeah, if you're wondering about the fencing, that's just to keep the cattle out till the trees are big. And then the fencing will be taken down in probably about five years time, I would hope. There's a little one here. Beauty of Bath, Fletcher family. That one there, I think it died off and it's shot out again, so it's a little bit behind the rest, but it's doing okay. So there's my orchard 4 years in, nearly 4 years in, and I think, like I said, I'm looking probably another 5 years before I really get a good sort of crop off this. But yeah, part of the benefits of farming is you can do projects like this. So over and out.